Today I'm doing my natural everyday glam makeup look, and I know that title completely contradicts itself, but it's the makeup I do when I want to make a bit of an effort, if I'm going like shopping, dinner, something like that. And I'm starting off with no makeup, which is pretty obvious because I look like a toe, but I'm using this L'Oreal primer thing, which makes your skin really glowy, but I feel like once you apply foundation over the top, you just can't really see it. The first thing I'm doing is applying foundation. That is the second thing I'm doing. What am I talking about? And I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow and the EX1 Invisiwear foundation, and I mix mine to get the right shade. And I've always been a beauty blender kind of girl, but recently I've been loving this brush. I just feel like it's so much quicker. Like, I just don't think I can go back to using a sponge. It takes like 10 years. I don't have time for that. Actually, I do have time for that. What am I talking about? I literally like sleep 24/7. But you know, I want to get that extra 10 minutes of sleep in. So I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which I love, and I started off by just kind of concealing my spots, and I thought I'd go quite minimal with it, but I then got carried away and legit covered my whole face. But anyway, I then blended it in with a sponge. No, so I choke you down just like a... Then for my eyebrows, I'm just using this sleek eyebrow kit. So for powder, I've been loving using powder foundation, and the one I use is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder foundation. I think that's what it's called, and it's in the shade Ivory. And I just press this into my skin, and I just find it makes my makeup last so much longer and just gives my skin a really flawless look to it. Then I'm using bronzer as my eyeshadow. This is one from theBalm. I think it's called Bahama, and I just blend this into my crease and just all over my lid. Not much like technical thing to this, I just apply it everywhere pretty much. And then I also use a smaller brush to apply it underneath my lower lash line. Then I'm applying some mascara, and here is a lovely close-up of me applying that mascara. Then for bronzer, I'm using that same powder foundation, but this is in a darker shade. I think it's called Tawny, and I love it because it's just so orange. I've been loving like an orange bronzer at the moment to really bronze up my skin. I feel like it matches my top at the moment that I'm wearing in this video. But yeah, I just apply that onto my cheeks and then also on my forehead as well, and a bit on my chin. And it just does a really good job at just bronzing up your skin and making it really glowy and bronzy. Do me in the worst way. And then going along with those orange themes, I'm using a Makeup Geek blush. I'm not sure the shade, but I'll link it down below. But it's just a really orangey colour. And then I want to contour a little bit because I literally have no cheekbones at all. So I'm using that same bronzer I used on my eyes, and I'm just applying that underneath my cheekbones. And then for highlighter, I'm using this highlighting kit from Primark actually. I've been loving it recently. It's the Pure Glow highlighting palette, and I just use the top kind of goldy shimmery shade, and I apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, and then I also apply a little bit to my nose because who doesn't want to be Rudolph? Now moving on to lips, I'm using this NYX lip liner, and I think it's in the shade Natural, and I just apply that all over my lips. Talk back to you, say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone. And then I'm using this Rimmel lipstick. It's part of their like matte The One collection. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's in the shade Trendsetter, and it is the best dupe I've ever found for MAC Velvet Teddy. It is the same colour but much better formula. It's less drying and I like the smell. So yeah, really recommend this lipstick. And then you can leave this look here if you want more of a simple look, but I decided to apply some lashes, and these are the Ardell Wispy lashes, and I'm applying it with some Primark glue because Primark do the best lash glue ever. And then I just apply it on my eyes, and then here is the finished look with both my eyes done.